you can try to make an argument, and it's kind of like somebody talking to you, Big Ox, and like you hear them talking, like you don't really hear them, like their lips are just moving, but whatever they're saying, it's going in one ear and out the other. Because I mean, to try to tell me that Joker ain't the best player on the planet, and not just because of what he's doing right now, right? It ain't just because of what he's doing right now. It's because what he's been doing, and this is just a culmination of it, right? And it's just a continuation of it. That's why I feel like I'm not a big fan of the in-season tournament, but I understand it from a revenue standpoint. I understand it from a viewership standpoint. You know, you want to get the casual fan more interested in it. Mm-hmm. But I also feel like, Ox, that the regular season matters, B. And these players that become what you see in the playoffs, they're not just that in the playoffs. They're elevated in the playoffs. You're missing the legend that they created, the legend that they are enhancing in the playoffs. That's the same dude in the regular season that you're missing out on. That's why the all-time greats are who they are, and Bird and Magic and Jordan, all of these guys, because what they were in the regular season was awesome. And then when they got to the postseason, it became even better. And I think that's what we're missing. I understand that you have to enhance viewership by doing stuff like this, which I get it. I feel like this isn't something that you should have to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if you got somebody that you digging, if you got a player, or if you got a team that you digging, you should be paying more attention to this stuff, man, because it's some damn good teams in the league, and it's some damn good players in the league, and you shouldn't have to wait until the playoffs to see them. You should.
Well, don't they set the tournament up to where, like, the schedule wise, these were the games that were going to be played anyway? All they did was just change the court up a little bit, put a new jersey on you, and promote it as an in-season tournament.
And also what they did, Big Ox, was they changed the Southwest Division and the Atlantic Division, or the Central Division. It's the same thing. All they did was they just put Group B on it. And they took, Orlando, Atlanta, Charlotte, Miami, and Washington, which is in the Southeast Division. So instead of it being the Southeast Division, they took Southeast off and put Group B in it, and they took Washington out of
ours. Oh, and then just took a couple. They just moved around a couple teams, right?
That's all they did, Big Ox.
Yeah.
That's all they did. And now what we're doing is we playing games. I think 5 games of group play, and the winner of that division, now we got a playoff. And the second place team in that division is the wild card that plays.
I personally, I'm digging what Adam Silver's been doing with his tenure as commissioner. Mm-hmm. Like the play-in tournament, and mind you, the play-in tournament so far today has not benefited the Sacramento Kings. Before the play-in tournament, we never made the play-in. We never made it to play-in. When we got to the playoffs, we got in 3rd seed. Boom.
Right.
So I don't like it for those reasons. I just kind of like the fact to keep people competitive. I like the fact that people stay a little more competitive down the line. Mm-hmm. And the in-season tournament, I can't say I dislike it or like it. You know what I mean? Because I don't really see how it changes anything. So it's cool. I just like the excitement that it's bringing. Kind of like how you said, with just getting some more of the casual fans involved and getting people hyped up about the regular season, because I hate the disrespect towards the regular season. When people say, "Oh, well, that was just regular season," like those games don't matter or something.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they absolutely do. Mm-hmm. Yes, they do.
Yeah. So, so far, last night we had 7 of them, 7 games. I only caught 2.5. Mm-hmm. What did you think? Wait. First, Chaton. Let's get back. Let's get back to Jokic.
Okay.
Because you said you'll even hear it. I'm not hearing it, Chaton. I don't want anybody to talk to me about it.
I'm not saying I won't hear it. I'm not saying I'll hear it. You can talk. Okay, you can.
Yeah, of course.
I'll listen to you talk about it, but it's it's like the Peanuts gang, right? With Charlie Brown, you know, the teacher, when you hear womp, 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 womp. That's what I hear when you try to tell me that somebody else is better than Joker right now on the planet.
Okay.
I'm listening to you, but it's going in one ear and out the other. He's just one of the few dudes that I've seen in my lifetime, Big Ox, that I feel like every time he touched the ball, something good is going to happen. I just feel like that. Whether he's going to score it, whether he's going to get somebody a layup, somebody's going to get a wide open look. Whether it's a transition bucket, something good is going to happen when he has the basketball. And the way that they play off of him, they got so much confidence because of how he looks for everybody. He's not one of those black hole big men, right? He's not one of those black hole big men where you throw the ball into him and he's going to shoot it every time and we just solely relying on him for buckets. No, that actually comes later where he's going to score when you are not scoring. He's not one of those dudes that's not looking for this. He's not one of those dudes that's not looking for you to score. He's looking for you to score first, and then I'll get my offense. Right. That's why when I look at other players and I look at when I look at other players and I look at other teams, I like what like I said, I like what the Lakers is doing. I like what Cleveland is doing. That Cleveland Indiana game, Big Ox, man. That was one of the best games that I've seen this season. Miles Turner is actually getting back to what he used to be in terms of being a rim protector and scoring the basketball. And remember, you being a ball player, Ox, you know this, teams will get up for you because you were known to be a defender. You were known to be a rebounder. So teams, everybody doesn't play the same against everybody. But if I'm going up against Big Ox, he's a defender. He a rebounder. Well, I'm going to show that I can rebound better than him. I'm going to show that I can score on him I'm going to show that I can score on him because he's one of the better defenders. Well, the same thing happened last night with Mobley. Mobley being the preseason defensive player of the year. There have been a lot of teams that have been going after Mobley. Mobley's been holding his own. He had 4 blocks last night, right? He had 4 blocks last night. Not only did he have 4 blocks, what he did was he converted a lot of different shots. I saw him get switched on to Buddy Hield, and he basically drove Buddy Hield out of the paint. He got switched on a couple of times. Let's see here. He got switched on a couple of times with Matherin, and Matherin tried to expose him, and that didn't work. But with that being said, Big Ox, teams go after you when you're one of the better defenders in the league. I understand that because that's your reputation. So we got to test that reputation. Donovan Mitchell was great last night, but the guy that stirred the drink was Halliburton. When I watched Halliburton last night, he's the guy that makes that engine go with the Indiana Pacers. They're going to go as he goes. He's their playmaker. He's their primary distributor. He sets the table for everybody, right? He didn't have a good shooting night. He didn't. Not only did he not have a good shooting night, he went 0 for 5 on the long ball. So he didn't really help them that much. He didn't really help them that much on the perimeter. But he's at least good enough where he gets into the teeth of the defense and he keeps defenses honest. And he's such a good passer where he gets guys like Matherin. He gets guys like Buddy Hield, who in the meat and potatoes of the game last night knocked down 2 big threes. We had a dog fight in that game last night. A dog fight. I would rather see I'd still like to see Evan Mobley be more aggressive offensively. He still doesn't seem as aggressive as I'd like him to be offensively. And I know he's young, but I'd like him to be more aggressive offensively because Donovan Mitchell is looking for him. And he's not just looking for him in transition. He's looking for him in the half court. And I'm not starting to think that maybe this is who he is. I think it's a confidence thing more than anything with him. That's what I feel like. I feel like he doesn't really trust how good he can be offensively. I'm not really sure he knows it yet. And I think that when you get a guy like what Kobe Bryant did with Pau Gasol, like Gasol, I think Gasol knew how good he was, but I didn't think he knew how good he was. He knew he was good, but he didn't know how good he was. I mean, that's what I mean. It was Bryant who put the battery in his back that, yo, you the baddest, you know what, out here. Nobody can see you. Nobody can cover you. And I think that's the battery that needs to be put in Evan Mobley's back in order for that Cleveland team to take the next step. Because defensively, I think he's there. It's going to be difficult, Ox, to slow anybody down. Because you and I had this conversation yesterday, man. You know how many ballers in the league? I'm having nightmares trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna slow down De'Aaron Fox. How the hell I'm gonna slow him down? If I gotta stand, if I gotta stand in front of this dude, I'm playing 35 minutes and I gotta stand in front of this dude. How the hell am I gonna slow him down? What can I do to slow this dude down? Can I keep the ball away from him? No, I'm not gonna be able to do that all night. And when he gets the ball, he's going downhill. He looks like a Ferrari with no brakes. And I can't stay in front of that.
Right.
It's
just one of those things that pretty much everybody has a tough matchup every night.
Everybody pretty much everybody does, big
even like when I'm watching the Milwaukee Knicks game last night.
Yeah. I'm
watching it and I mean Julius Randle has a terrible shooting night, but he's still putting pressure on Giannis. Giannis knows, like, when he's coming downhill at me and he's making these mid-range pull-ups, he's making these moves to the rim, I have to do something, because if these layups, if these shots start falling uncontested, this is going to be a hell of a night for Julius.
Yes.
Now, like I said, he was missing these shots, but he's still applying pressure. That wasn't an easy matchup for Giannis. That wasn't an easy matchup at all for Giannis. And on the other way too, I mean, he's coming down freight train, and he's coming. You know, he's attacking, slowing up, changing speed, boom, blowing past him, and Julius is out there trying to guard him, but it's like, what do you do? What do you do with this guy? You know, everybody has a tough matchup from whoever who's guarding. Golly, I mean, everybody had a turn trying to guard Jalen Brunson last night,
right?
You know, but Jalen is, I mean,
which I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up, Big Ox, because one of the things that disturbed me about the Knicks, Jalen Brunson doesn't pass enough for me, man. He just doesn't. I don't think don't get me wrong. I feel like being a scoring guard is a big deal. Right? Being a scoring guard is a big deal, but Julius Randle is one of those players where you have to put him in position to where he can score and be effective. And Julius Randle was not in a position he wasn't put in spaces where he can score. This dude is shooting the long ball, and he's shooting the long ball off balance, or he's shooting the long ball where he's squaring up on guys. I'm like, yo, that's not his game. That is not his game. That is not where he's the most effective. Julius Randle is effective when he's going downhill in transition, when you get him in space in the mid post and in the mid range. As a one-on-one player, when he's just standing in front of you and stopping and popping, that's not his game, yo. That is not.
I'm not a huge fan of either one of those guys right now. And it might just be the makeup of this team. It might be the style they're playing. It might be the offense that Tibbs has them in, but just. And I mean, like I say, you know, Tibbs knows far more about this hoop thing than I do.
Right.
So I don't want to pretend like I know what he should be doing in order to win. But these two guys, I'm still having a hard time coming around to this. I don't like what I'm seeing from Julius or Jalen.
I don't like it neither, Big Ox. It seems like there's a tug of war going on between these two, and it's not ripping the team apart, but it's obvious there's some friction there between these two dudes. Like, a lot of people will say, yo, Julius Randle took 20 shots last night, took 8 threes. What is he doing behind the long ball line shooting 8 threes? Him in particular, he should not, right? He should not be shooting 8 3 ball. He should not be shooting 8 long balls. No, not him. Whether it's catch and shoot or even squaring up. His game is more brute force and in the mid-range where he can play now and get into the basket. His game is more inside out. And when I say inside out, I don't mean on the box, but I mean more in the mid-post and in transition. That's where he could get going. And once he gets going there, then we can start to move out a little bit more with him. But I feel like guys like Jalen Brunson aren't setting him up for that. Like, a lot of times I find Julius on the long ball line. Big fella, what you doing on the long ball line? Why are you on the long ball line in transition? And I think that's largely due to Julius, not Julius Randle. That's largely due to Jalen Brunson not being that efficient as a passer and not being a willing passer. I think that he shoots it too much for me, man. He shoots way too many shots. That's not to say that he can't score, because him being able to score is a big deal, right? I get that part. I 100% get that. No problem. But You have to get other guys involved. I saw guys turning down shots. I saw Grimes turning down shots when Jalen Brunson was passing him the ball. I saw Hart turn down a long ball. Right. I get that. I get all of that. But you have to shoot the ball when you're open. But you also have to know what your limitations are. And a guy like Julius Randle, just because you're on the long ball line and you open does not mean that you should be shooting the basketball. It just doesn't.
Yeah. And honestly, from what I saw in that game, the game would have been over in the first half had it not been for my guy Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
If they don't have Mitchell Robinson in that game is over before it even starts. Because you see that they're shooting terrible shots. Like in the first half, they were all shooting terrible shots.
Right.
Mitchell Robinson's getting hands on offensive glass, getting a bunch of second opportunities. He's getting stops on the other end. Mitchell Robinson was by far the most important player early on in the game.
Yes, we are killing him, Toby. Yes, we are killing him for having 45 because they lost. Other guys should be more involved. He's the lead guard on the crew. Not only is he the lead guard on the crew, he should be responsible more for other people's offense. That's what you do when you're the primary ball handler. You don't just shoot all the balls and all of a sudden that we get 45. Well, I did my job. No, you didn't. No, you did not. So I'm sorry, Big Ox, to interrupt you as you were saying.
Well, I wouldn't even say we're killing them. I'd say we're just talking about what we watched. I mean, if you saw the game, you would see like typically if your point guard's going to come on 45, you know what I mean. It should be different, but he's forcing shots, which I mean he might in his defense he might feel like he has to in order to give his squad a chance to win. I mean RJ Barrett wasn't there,
no,
you know, so you know we do got to remember that. But on top of that too, it's just kind of like Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Quentin Grimes hit some big shots, but these guys got to do they got to do a bit more. I think so. I'm just not seeing what is the value that everybody else is bringing to this squad. It's just Jalen and Julius out there just shooting. I just don't like the way it looks. But hey, we'll see what happens.
Yes, we will.
I got this super chat right here, Chilltown. Let me read it. I know Lil Tech, he's going through it right now, Chilltown. Lil Tech, he says, I'm sick and tired, OG, of watching the Bulls struggle, of watching Zach and DeMar complain about no calls, and watching the Bulls not play through Vooch. Abysmal play down the stretch. You
know what that's from, Lil Tech? That's from not having a lead guard. That's what when we had this conversation, Ox, with losing Lonzo Ball, that was huge because you don't have that guy when the game gets helter-skelter, when the game gets fast, when you need a bucket, when you need to get your offense organized. When you need to get your offense organized, you need a lead guard. And that's who Lonzo was. And losing him, now what you're doing is you're putting the ball in Kobe White's hands, who's not that good of a floor leader. You're putting the ball in DeMar DeRozan's hands. You're putting the ball in Zach LaVine's hands. And now you're just asking them to just go. And that's not going to get it done. That's not going to get it done. You need a lead guard, a guy to slow down the pace, a guy to pick the pace up, a guy to put guys in space where they can be the most effective. I understand the logic that, as a basketball player, I'm just going to be out here rocking. But that's not the way you're going to win games. That's not the way you're going to win games. And the truth is when they lost Lonzo, they lost the heart and soul of their offense and even their defense. They lost a big part of what they were trying to do when they lost him. And they've never been able to recover from that. That's the biggest problem with them.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, the Celtics really did my man Marcus Smart bad. They should have sent him to the Bulls to try to take over for the Lonzo Ball position because I feel bad for my guy down there in Memphis.
Damn, Big Ox, you know what? Since you brought that up, now that I think about it, I don't hate Marcus Smart with the Bulls. Man, I don't.
This is terrible. They didn't have to do that to Marcus.
Yeah, I don't hate him with the Bulls. He would actually be a good floor leader with him, 100%.
That's sad. Pimp named Slickback. Still, as a Nets fan, the guy who's really impressed me is Ben Simmons. Mm-hmm. The way he pushes the pace and plays the lanes are impressing me. Also, love the signing of Lonnie Walker. Great role player.
Absolutely, yo. I'm on record saying that I think Ben Simmons at the end of this season, we're going to have a conversation about him being the defensive player of the year. I think he does a really good job on the wing, staying in the passing lane, keeping the basketball away from scorers, and I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the game. He looks like he's getting back to being what he was before, like when he was in Philadelphia, that all-league defending guard. I just have to accept who Ben Simmons is. Like a lot of people, like Ticket and I have had this conversation where I should expect more from a guy who is that big, that talented. But Ben Simmons is 27 years old. This is who he is, Big Ox. He's probably a 15, 16, and 7 and 6 guy, and that's just who he is. And there's really nothing else that you can say about him. He's never going to be Magic, which is what I thought he would be. He's never going to be. He's never going to be a big time league guard. Can you win it with him? I'm not sure that you can win it with him. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying I'm not sure that you can win it with him. With that also being said, he looks like he's rounding out into form of what he was, years ago when he was in Philadelphia, being that defensive guard that they didn't have, not just that defensive guard that they didn't have, being also that playmaker that they didn't have too. I think he gives them. I think he gives them what they didn't have and makes them a lot better. 100% they do.
Thanks. Let's get some of the guys from the back, see how they feel about last night's hoops. Let me see. We got Mr. Moss. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Big Ox? What's up, Chill?
What up?
Hey, man. Awesome job talking about the Knicks, man. I'm a big-time Tom Thibodeau fan. Just the way he preaches the game the right way. He's not quite Larry Brown, but he brings that type of aura about him. He's not him, but he brings that type of old school thing with him.
Kind of like in the same neighborhood. He ain't the same dude, but he's in the same neighborhood. I can get
yeah. And I bring it up too, Chill, because Chauncey had a game where he had 29, 9 and 9 in Detroit, and Brown catches him in the hallway and says, "You had a bad game." He said, "Coach, I had 29, 9 and 9." He says, "So what? You ran the offense poorly tonight." And so same thing for Jalen Brunson. You shoot the ball 30 times and you're quote unquote a point guard. Now listen, he shot it well, right? 17 for 30, high percentage. But sometimes there's an old saying, less is more.
Yes, it
right?
is.
Because when the game becomes the game in the moment last night, because the Knicks kept fighting back, guys weren't in the rhythm. No other player scored 20 points for the Knicks, I believe. Your lead guard can't drop 40 and then nobody else drops 20. It's just that's not a winning formula. And I'm so disappointed in Tom Thibodeau. He's not using his timeouts correctly. I'm disappointed in Jalen's dad, who's on the roster, who's on the bench, who knows basketball, who's been around this game. I think Jalen is just a guy, fellas, who's just.
I think he's telling him like that. To be honest with you, I think he's.
You
telling
think so?
him, I think he's telling him, "Yo, get yours."
Behind the scenes, you think so? Okay.
I feel like he's doing that because if he wasn't, then he wouldn't do that.
That's not far fetched, though. It's not.
Definitely not far fetched.
It's not. But I won't.
I'm sorry, Miles. Big Ox, you got your little man on the roster, and he's rocking, and you see what kind of player he is. What's in your best interest, the New York Knicks or your little man?
At this point, he's already in the league, so it's kind of like, man, you might want to just win some games. You know what I'm saying? Get some of their contracts and stick around. But hey, all parents aren't the same. All parents aren't the same. I've played with guys whose parents are literally in the middle of the game and yell out, "You only got 14. Come on!" Like, all right, bro. You don't see us all scared of here.
Yeah. But just real quick, because I won't keep you guys long, man. And like always, great show, both of you guys, man. The Golden State Warriors, questionable call last night. Draymond touched that rim. I thought that was a goaltend. The Warriors get away with one. But let me say this, though, right? We all came into the seasons. I think the consensus was the Warriors were small, couldn't rebound. How is Chris going to, perform? How he's going to accept his role off the bench? Chris is finishing these games out, guys, in the fourth quarter. Like he's on the court, right? Playmaking. You got Steph and Clay running around like wild deers, getting open shots. But my thing is this, though. This team just knows how to execute, man, right? I mean, they know how to butter their bread. They know where their shots are coming from. You look up, Chill. I mean, what are they, 4-1, 5-1? I mean, listen, man. This is a team that you don't want to play in a 7-game series because if things do go the right way, right, they can roll off 4 good shooting games, right? Mm-hmm. And listen, all you need is 4. And so, listen, man.
All you really need is one to swing the momentum. Once you get one to swing the momentum, next thing you know, we got a completely different series, man. Completely different. And Draymond, being Big Ox, have had this conversation. No Draymond, none of the stuff that we've seen with these dudes is working. If Draymond isn't on that crew, none of this stuff works.
You know, I was against that for a long time, but I can't go against my basketball acumen. His impact is you just can't measure it, man. And I gotta be honest in my assessment. Draymond Green impacts the game. Last point, and then I'll let you guys go, man. Steph Curry's what, 34, 35 years old?
Be 36 in March.
You would think he's up there in age, guys, slowing up. Big Ox, I was in SAC, bro. I got season tickets, man. The dude put on a show. And I go to one scene, okay? Dude puts on a show, right? And chill. He looks younger. He looks faster. He looks more confident, if that's even a thing. He looks stronger. He looks more comfortable. The game obviously has slowed down years ago, but he's not aging like most guys age. You know what I'm saying?
You take care of your body, man.
I mean, this and just real quick, you guys. Ox, I was there pregame with Matt Barnes, hanging with him for a little bit, and we got to see Steph do his thing. Right? Chill. Listen, man. I mean, I'm not sure if you've ever been to a Curry game and got there a little early. Mm-hmm. Other than LeBron James, right? At this point in the season, he's the main attraction, right? He's a main attraction. Standing room only, can't get to him. Engaging with the crowd, looking at you, you know, little signs here and there, playing with you a little bit, half court shots, trick shots. He's just a man who just, I mean, he's oozing with confidence, right?
Show me.
Pre-game and during game. And 100%. So for me, before I go, I think the Warriors can still make a move, right? They can still make a move, I think. And so they're a team for me that needs to look out for. So that's my thoughts, man.
Yep. All right, brother. Good to talk to you. Absolutely, brother. Good to talk to you, no doubt. You know, Big Ox is already on record. Quote, Steph Curry, I hate that mother, you know what. And there's a reason why. It ain't news. Big Ox can't stand the sight of Steph Curry. And understandably so.
It's not as deep as the hatred for Kobe was. It's not that deep, but it's close to that level, right. You know, and but it's impressive though, and it's beautiful, and I love every minute of it. He's one of those guys I love to hate because I hate you because how great you are at basketball, and I love basketball so much that it's beautiful to watch. Even when you're doing it to my team, it's like this is amazing.
I hate you for it though, but it's beautiful.
This is amazing.
It's beautiful, 100%, no doubt. It is. Man.
I'll go ahead.
That's the Steph Curry effect, boy.
You know, Chill, you know, I had to revise my top 10.
I did hear about that, Big Ox. I'd like to hear about that at some point. I would like to hear about that at some point.
We'll get into it. I did have to revise that thing.
Players do that, Big Ox. Players do that. I got him right outside the top 10. I didn't have Steph Curry 3-4 years ago that far up. I had to revise my top 20. I had to do it. I had to revise my top 15, 100%. I had to do it.
Somebody in the chat says, what did he say? He said, hard double that man and force someone else to beat you. It does not work like that.
You think you're the only one that came up with that? You think you're the only one that came up with that? Nah.
I mean, when a guy like that, he constantly moves without the ball. He's gonna get the ball back. All right, it's gonna happen. There's nothing you can do about it, and you just gotta pray. Steph Curry's one of those players you just have to pray and hold on and just hold on tight. And see, do the best you can and then pray and let's see what happens. And that's how it is.
I've always been when you're talking about a guy like Steph Curry, Bryant, Olajuwon, Jordan, James, they get themselves in that space where we really can't do nothing with you. We just have to eat your production. Like we got to try to slow everybody else down. And we're prepared for your 25, 30, and some nights you may go for 35 or 40. We're prepared for that. What we're not prepared for is everybody else. That's why we got to slow everybody else down. And that's the space that Steph Curry's been in for years now, where we already know what we're going to get out of you. And there's really nothing that we can do about it. We just what we have to do is we got to do our best to slow everybody down. Draymond brings a dynamic to this group that is just unmatched, whether it's on the defensive end, whether it's putting pressure on the rim, because a lot of people won't admit it, but when you're getting a layup here, a layup there, that's breaking down the defense, Big Ops. And we can't just keep giving up layups to Draymond Green. Yo, let Draymond get 40. At the rim? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And he's so smart that if you keep letting him get to the rim, what's going to ultimately happen? He's going to keep scoring, and then you collapse the defense. And then now he sees Klay Thompson. He sees Steph. He sees guys for open shots. And he's rebounding, and he's taking charges. That's stuff that's not in that stuff that's not in the stuff that's not in the stat sheet. That's the stuff that you can't measure that he brings. That's why when I hear stuff like you could replace him with Paul Millsap, I'm like, hell no, Ox. No way.
Maybe not Paul Millsap, but definitely Malik Rose. But let me see. Run through a couple of these super chats we got. We got from Future and Coyle Ray. Okay. As a Cavs fan, I understand the pain, Ox, with Steph. Okay. I'm happy somebody feels it, man. Somebody.
She's seen it.
Yeah. Okay. We got one for my guy, Sports PSP. Oh, okay. Actors. Okay. Start bench cut. Denzel, Leo, and Will.
Flip Leo and Will.
Okay, start Denzel, bench Will, cut Leo.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it right there.
Sounds good. Okay, let's see. Oh, so we got the young fella back. Let's see if he brings some respect to that.
Who we got? Who we got in here?
Yo.
What up?
What's good?
What up, Brandon?
What up? What up?
I want to go back to that super chat real quick. You said cut Leo?
Yes.
I
I saw Titanic. What's the show with him and Jack Nicholson?
Oh,
I'm looking right at The Departed. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
with Matt Damon too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was damn good. The Departed. Titanic.
Django. I like him and Django.
Django was good too.
Wolf on Wall Street.
Yeah.
Wolf on Wall Street.
Wolf on Wall Street was good.
I'd probably have to bench him at the least.
I just
think about you gonna cut Will?
Yeah.
Don't do this. Not all because of Jada.
No, not because of Jada.
It might be because of Jada, to be honest with you.
I mean, she got a part. But
yeah, she does have something to do with it. Let's not make it sound like it's all Will.
Sure.
You know, Will losing his mind, and it's largely due to that right over there.
Directly because of her.
Yeah, it ain't just because of her. It ain't just because of him. Right. So, you know, we don't put dudes in the penitentiary just because they killed somebody.
Like, come on.
What led up to this?
What else? What happened? What made you do that?
Yeah. What? Oh, okay. So this has something to do with it. Okay. Now the insanity plea comes in. So you know.
Exactly.
All right. Now we got something to do with that. All right. I can get with that. But anyway,
what's the deal, Brax?
None. Did y'all see the OKC game last night?
Awesome.
It was amazing. How did you feel about the call? That's the first thing I wanted. The controversial call.
Well, there was 3 different angles. The angle where, like, you're looking right at here, like this is where the rim is, and you look in here and you see Josh Giddey in front of you, and you see Draymond on the side of him. None of them touched the ball.
Right.
It didn't. None of them touched the ball. So it was a good basket. The thing that I thought was the best about this game, if you look at the box score, Big Ox, you'll think nobody was playing defense. That is not.
Oh, we shot the Thunder shot 60% that game.
Right.
Like we were on fire, bro.
You would think that nobody was playing defense, but that's not true.
Yeah.
J-Dub was trying to get downhill. Draymond did his best to stay in front of him, kept his hands busy. Isaiah Joe is making long balls and getting and ones with guys in his face.
Dort had a perfect game up until like the fourth quarter. Like it was insane. He was shooting like 5 for 5 from 3, 6 for 6 from 3.
He was 9 for 9 last time I checked. I don't remember the last shot he missed, but I know he made 9 in a row. He missed the shot because I remember it was like he missed a layup, got a board, then missed it again. It was either late third, early fourth, something like that. But for a majority of the game, he had a perfect game. Right, and he gave them real good minutes. But he did. It was hard to stop them, and it was hard to stop the Warriors, particularly in transition. I'm watching Steph. First thing I'm thinking, when Steph crossed half court, as a transition defender, if you Lou Dort, find him. I don't care
you gotta pick him up.
Find him. Chris Paul, Draymond, Kuminga. Okay, we'll deal with them. Find number 30. Before we even start, okay, there's 30. Find him. And a lot of that stuff, when Steph getting in transition, even Clay in transition, Steph was just so good, man. And I thought that Draymond, the stuff that he gave them, whether diving to the basket, because what you were doing defensively was you were sagging off of him. And you were sagging off of him and going to other guys, basically making him go to the rim.
And well, that works early, so you got to give it to him.
Right, and that works early. It's not going to work throughout the majority of the game. I will say this, and I'm still standing on it. A lot of people, when I said that Chet is Shaun Bradley with a better handle and a jump shot, what I want you to imagine is Shaun Bradley, the rim protector that he is. Imagine him with a super nice handle and a jump shot. That's Chet. People just think that Chet is Shaun Bradley. No. Put Shaun Bradley at his size, as the rim protector that he was, as the paint presence that he was. Now put a jump shot on him and make him super nice with the peel. That's Chet.
I've been super impressed with Chet this season, bro. He's been very amazing, especially on the defensive end. Like he's not strong. I still want him to gain some strength, but he knows when to react. Basically, his reaction time is amazing. And I feel like on top of his reaction time, his recovery time is amazing too. Like even if you do put a shoulder in his chest, he bounces right back up, hands still up. I'm right here. I'm altering shots. I feel like he does a really good job with that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's kind of not carrying him, but I feel like that's how he's been playing his defense so far. And it's been working. I don't know how long it's going to work, but it's been working for the most part. And also, I want to add on for OKC in general. I'm not mad that we lost last night. We've played a fully healthy Warriors a veteran squad, by the way. Ran all their people. We didn't have our best player, but we only lost by. Not I won't want to say a fluky call, but they did. We played the Warriors, bro.
That game could have went either way. That game could have went either way, right?
It could have went either way, and we competed. And we're a super young team, so it's like I'm not really scared for us in the future. I don't think there's such thing as a good loss, but if there is a good loss, that was one of them.
How about encouraging? How about we use that?
Yeah, it was an encouraging. Like
how about that? Not
you can learn something from it.
Yes, we're encouraged.
You can learn something.
I love Chet in the mid-range when he's facing up guys, when he's facing up Looney, when he's facing up Kuminga and giving him shot fakes and getting to the basket. You mentioned his recovery. Well, I don't think that we talk enough about Chet being the athlete that he is. Chet is not
especially for his size.
That's what I'm talking about. Chet being 7 foot. He's not a clunky 7-footer like that's lumbering. No, he's very light on his feet. So I like his ability to recover and rim protect. I will tell you this, Brats. Me and Draymond would have got into it. That bow in the face, nah. It would have been something. It would have definitely been something.
Something would have happened. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I didn't appreciate that. Like that was just it was in it. No, he did that on purpose. No.
The comment.
What you expect from Draymond? That's how Draymond gets down.
That is how he gets
exactly.
He's a dirty player.
The commentator was like, he was just going for a shot.
No, you don't shoot like this. No, you don't.
But I've never seen somebody do a layup like that.
No, you don't.
Come on now, buddy.
That was something that we would have got into. He would have heard something, whether it was the next trip down the floor, whether he would have ended up in the first row, or he would have got raked across the arm real hard. Something would have happened to that effect. It wouldn't have just gone away. Now, I know what you're talking about when you talk about Chet needing to beef up. Now, understand, like Giannis, everybody ain't gonna look like Giannis.
No, I don't expect the Giannis. 40 pounds in the summer is crazy. No, I don't expect that's nuts.
That. I think
as all muscle at that. I do not expect that. No, But he gained since his rookie season or whatever, since he got drafted. I think it was 13. If he has another season like that, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm cool with that. I got Oklahoma City. I think they're a playoff team. I'm on record saying it. If you've seen me on the panel, I got Oklahoma City, not a play-in team. I think they're a playoff team. Yeah, I think they're a playoff team.
What season are you thinking? Because I'm thinking 6. Like 6. Yeah, I'm thinking 6. 6 for sure.
Absolutely. Why didn't Shea play last night? What's the problem?
He got injured last game.
Oh, he got hurt.
It's not low. Don't start that, man. It's
I
not
don't want
low.
to. Like I said, man, I ain't asking you to play with a slip disc in your back, but if I got something that I can handle, I mean, I got a headache. Come on, man.
I remember he rolled his ankle pretty bad last game. I don't know why I feel like I saw somebody say hamstring, but I doubt it's hamstring. But he did injure like himself last game. He played through it the rest of the game, but it was an injury.
All right. So if we sitting you as a precaution, and in the next game I can go, as opposed to we sitting you as a precaution, and I don't see you for 2 weeks, I got a problem with that.
I don't think he's ever been one of those players where he'll intentionally like sit games, but like if somebody tells him like give it two more games, he'll be like, oh, okay, fine.
All right, I'll sit tonight. I'll for the sake of the crew, and y'all telling me, even though I feel like I can go, I feel like I could go, and if I feel like I can go, I mean, if you can override that and go, yo, we're gonna sit you tonight, and we'll sit you tonight, and we play again on Tuesday. Saturday, we play again on Tuesday. All right, I'm definitely going Tuesday, but we'll sit you tonight. That's how I always felt about work. All right, you gotta send me home. I'm coming in.
That's kind of. I feel like that's kind of how he is. Like basically, like, hey, unless it's like a super important game where it's like, nah, bro, I gotta play this game or else we gonna lose. Or like we need to win this game.
Right.
He'll
like last night.
I mean, come on now. We got a couple more games.
So, all right, Brax. Well, appreciate you pulling up, bro. Catch you next time.
Absolutely.
No problem. See you.
Right. Hey, Toast, just so you know, we do praise guys like Charles Oakley. We do praise guys like Rick Mahorn, but we praise them for different reasons. There's a different reason. I praise Charles Oakley for being a goon. And what a goon is a goon who makes sure that his player is protected. Charles Oakley wasn't dirty more than he was a protector. Rick Mahorn was a goon. That's what he was. Draymond Green, he plays dirty intentionally, and as an offensive player, those two things aren't the same thing. He ain't protecting nobody. He's just like he bowled Chet in the face on purpose, not to send a message, but just to be dirty. He wasn't protecting anybody.
He's just a dirty player.
Right.
But the thing about the Warriors, mind you, I only caught a couple minutes of that game, but people were pretty upset about that last call. And I mean, after hearing the explanation, okay, I accept the explanation for whatever it is. The refs do their job. And I'm pretty sure they do their job to the best of their ability. The only problem is we're so used to seeing the Warriors get protected, and we're so used to seeing refs turn the other cheek to the Warriors about certain things. We're just gonna assume no, they cheated for the Warriors, even if that didn't happen. So, it's kind of to this point now where we've seen it so many times that we're just not cutting the Warriors any slack. So
because it is what it is, and you're telling me that Draymond comes to the basket, the ball is in this hand. Right, he's going up with his, and the ball is in his hand. He's shooting like this. That is not legal. He's bowing him in. You lead him with your elbow. You shoot like this. He's shooting like that. But to put Rick Mahorn and Charles Oakley in the same category with Draymond Green, those two things are not the same thing. No, those two things are not. Give me a break.
Let's see. Guando 24. Chill. Thoughts on Chet? He's averaging 17 and 7 with 2 blocks, shooting 62, 56, and 87.
I like what I'm seeing from Chet. I like that his game is from the mid post and in between there, from the mid post, and how he gets to the basket. I like what I like what he's doing there. I like his presence around the rim as a defender. As a rim protector, he's getting beat up, and that's expected, Ox. You saw what happened with him and Joker. You saw what happened last night with him and Draymond. He's getting beat up, and that's expected. Why? Because he's new. He's a rook. So that's going to happen. You're going to take your lumps as a rook. You're going to get beat up. But as time goes on, he's going to get more acclimated to the game. Offensively, I'm not concerned with him because I feel like the skill set, I feel like that's there, and it's going to get enhanced, his ability to play in the mid-range and shot and shot fake and knock down open shots. The fact that he's able to do that sort of stuff, I really dig it about him. And like I said, guys like Wemby, guys like him, I think that's what the future of the NBA is. And you're a Fugazi, toast the ghost, because nobody's agreeing with you. We lying. Give me a break, man. Get the hell out of here. We don't have time for that.
I know a couple guys are upset, but you got to watch and realize that damn near 60% of the time when Steph shoots the ball, he just falls. He's just begging. He's just falling. For what? Ain't nobody touch your little ass. Get up.
Same thing happened with. Now, don't get me wrong. The shot in the corner with Lou Dort, that was a foul. But a lot of times they go fishing with him flailing his arms out. No doubt about that. A lot of times they go fishing. Draymond goes fishing when they're trying to get fouls and get the referees involved in the game. So don't make it sound like this stuff that we're talking about with the Golden State Warriors is just quote unquote hate or it's just slander coming out of nowhere. They're the ones who created this. They are.
I mean the moving screens. Come on, man. Yeah, y'all see
right.
This.
They're the ones who created this. Let's not act like we're just making this stuff up because it's slander and we just don't like the Golden State Warriors. Give me a break.
Man, I don't like the Golden State Warriors, but I'm not lying. Just to be honest. Andrew G, what's going on here, man? That was 3 years ago, but let's get to it. Andrew G, Udoka is exposed. He made dumb mistakes in the finals. Game 2, JB was the only one who had it going early, and C's were up by 12, I think. And he takes him out. Game 6, preserving JB and JT in an elimination game.
3 years ago, that's what we're talking about with Coach Udoka. How was he exposed though? So what does that mean, Andrew? Does that mean that he's not a good coach? And last I checked, Big Ox, can you tell the people how many times Udoka was a head coach before that season?
This many.
That many? I mean, can you tell the people in the stands how many times Udoka had been to the NBA Finals before that season?
As a head coach?
As a head coach?
0.
Damn, but he's exposed. He sucks as a head coach. All right, okay, I suppose. Okay. If you say so. Absolutely, brother. If you say so.
Cruiser Nation, the dog cage, big dogs, Ox and Chill.
Cruz, what up, homeboy? All right. All right. No doubt.
Pogi. Mm-hmm. The Nets have been fun to watch.
They have been, yo. Yes, they have been. They have been really fun to watch, yo. And I like what they're doing with the Brooklyn Nets. I do. I don't know how far and how deep they're going in the playoffs, but the fact that Ben Simmons is healthy and he's playing, that's a big deal, yo. I think that's a huge deal. The fact that he's healthy and he's playing, that's a big deal for them because he just gives them a dynamic that they don't have. He gives them a dynamic that they don't have.
Well, I can answer that question for you, Chet. They ain't going nowhere in the playoffs, but they are fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
They are fun to watch. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see who we got next. Who's just Shaun?
What's
up, bro?
Hey,
what's up, Shaun?
Can you guys hear me all right?
You hot?
All right. Hey, I apologize because I didn't catch the beginning of the show. So I don't know if you guys, if you guys caught the Pacers game.
Love it.
Okay.
One of the best games last night. We didn't talk about it. We talked a little bit about it, but I like what they're doing in Indiana. I do.
Great. I had a couple of points, and I just kind of want to get you all's thoughts. One, Chill, you've been somebody who's always been very high on Donovan Mitchell. He should have got first team last year. He's cold, right? Nobody talks about him. He always destroys the Pacers. He did a great job. We can't stop him. And I don't think very many people in the league can stop Donovan Mitchell, but not a lot of people talk about him on a regular basis. The other thing I just kind of wanted people to note from that game, the Pacers have kind of made it clear we're not going to pay Buddy Hield, right? I think that's a big mistake, but Buddy Hield has improved his defense exponentially from last year. If you've noticed, he's staying in front of people. He's being competitive. I actually think this is somebody Philly should go after. I think they should use those assets. I think they should trade for Buddy Hield, get him over there. He's shooting over 40%. He's closing out games with us. He doesn't
start 2 big threes last night. 2 of them, big ones.
Yeah, he's cold, and he's not a liability on defense anymore. Like he really put in some work over the summer. So I think he'd be somebody that could be with a team to compete for a championship. I wish it would be us. But I kind of wanted to get you all's thoughts. Of course, it's early in the season, but are there any teams right now that you guys are surprised about that you guys could think like, for me, of course, it's the Pacers that I think if we make the playoffs, we could be an issue for a team. We got a lot of work to do. We got mollywopped by the Celtics, but I actually think our closing lineup of Halliburton, Hield, Naismith, Turner. Sorry, my brain's going blank right here. Or either if we use Nembhard or somebody else. I actually think that we have a good five. I actually think that we can compete and maybe be an upset in the playoffs. Of course, we got to get there. But I was just wondering, what your guys' thoughts were on the Pacers or anybody else on the East that you guys think maybe could be a little bit better than what y'all expected over the summer.
I think the thing with Indiana is Halliburton is the straw that stirs that drink. They go as far as as long as he's on the floor, they got a chance. And I'm watching your crew last night, and I'm watching how effective everybody else is playing off of him. How much better he makes everybody else when he gets into the teeth of the defense. When I think he went 0 for 5 on the long ball last night. But the fact that he can shoot the long ball, he's at least respected there, right? And his ability to get past guys. When he gets past guys, he's not a shoot first point guard. He's looking for other guys in spaces where they can score. Like in the fourth quarter when I saw him look for Nembhard right in the mid-range and he ended up knocking down a 17-footer. That was a really good shot. Whereas another point guard who's another scoring guard would just look to shoot the basketball. That's a confidence builder for a guy like Naismith. That's a confidence builder for a guy like Buddy Hield, right? That's a confidence builder for guys like that. So I think that Halliburton is the straw that stirs that drink. And as long as he's on the floor, I think you guys have a chance more than anything. I think that Obi Toppin, I wasn't a big fan of him in New York. I think that Halliburton has made him look viable even more, and I think that he could help you guys. But I think you could cause some trouble in the East. I do. Watching that game last night against Cleveland, I do think that you can cause some trouble. Halliburton's got to be on the floor, though. He has to be.
Yeah, one thing and this is the thing that I was looking for when he played with the USA team. But last year, the Pacers' issue was in that fourth quarter, Halliburton. I mean, Miles Turner, he shoots 40% from the three. He can shoot. Every fourth quarter, everybody would be wide open. They double team Halliburton. He wouldn't pass the ball. So we'd be up or we'd be within 3 points. He'd shoot the last 6 shots and we'd lose. And I had a feeling that playing with the USA team, that would change in the fourth quarter. And it looks like it has, because that's our only chance of winning. NBA is a game of runs. It's that fourth quarter, those last 5 minutes, you got to pass the ball. And I'm happy to see that. But I think actually we're going to be a good team to watch. Nobody ever tunes in. I've been watching the Pacers for 3 decades. But, if anybody gets a chance, you got NBA League Pass,
I watched it last night. I watched them last night, and I definitely like what I'm seeing from that crew. And like I said, your closing lineup, I think your closing lineup last night, you went Halliburton. Yeah, I think your closing lineup last night, you went Halliburton, you went Bruce Brown, you went Turner, you went Mathurin,
Naismith.
That's who you. Now, Buddy Hield came in, knocked down some big threes, 2 of them when the game was basically in the balance. He came in and knocked down 2 big threes when the game was in the balance, and Nembhard also did the same. But what I'm thinking about with this crew, is I'm thinking about Halliburton more than anything. If he could stay on the floor, I think this team has a legit shot. If he could stay healthy.
Okay, good to go. Well, I appreciate y'all letting me up here. I hope y'all enjoy your Saturday.
Absolutely, brother.
All right, absolutely. Catch you next time.
Yep, take care.
It's what we talked about earlier, Big Ox. Like he brought up Miles Turner and how Miles Turner stretches the defense and gets teams to make sure that they play him on the long ball line. He did that last night with Evan Mobley, dragging him away from the basket. What that does now is that weakens them defensively in terms of rebounds. Now, don't get me wrong, Jared Allen rebounds the basketball, but when you got a guy like Evan Mobley, who's your best defender, and he's basically got the primary responsibility of slowing down their big man, then that's a plus for them. That's definitely a plus for them.
Right. Okay, let me see. Real quick. Let me touch the. Oh, yep. I forgot. From Rambo 1996. Steph rarely gets calls. Stop the cap, haters.
I'm just saying.
Stop hating, Mo.
Steph rarely gets calls. Doesn't Steph Curry, isn't he one of the league leaders in free throws? What are we talking about here? Ain't like Steph Curry don't go to the stripe. Steph Curry live on the free throw line. That's not true. Steph rarely gets calls. That is not true. Steph Curry live on the free throw line, especially in the fourth. Steph Curry lives on the free throw line, so that is not true that Steph Curry rarely gets calls. Give me a break. We talking
Sammy
about?
Black became a YouTube member. Right on, Sammy. Appreciate you.
Good to see you, brother. No doubt.
Real quick, before we get to some more of the guys in the back, let me shout out our GOAT members. We got Cobra, Son of Raditz, Comatose and Clutch, and Avion Plumber. If you want to become a member, just click join and see all the membership offers. It's right there. No big deal, y'all. But back to business. Who do we got next? None other than my guy, Leaf Diggy.
What up?
What's up with you?
I'm gonna tell you what's up, man. Bobby, you sick?
Yo, what's going on? Leaf, you just got here. You can't say hello.
No. Bobby, are you sick?
No hello. No, how y'all doing this beautiful Saturday?
I'm getting right to the fucking nitty gritty. God damn it. Bobby, are you sick?
Why are we sick? What's the problem? Leaf?
I'm actually feeling a little better. I was sick
because he keep thumbing his nose at my damn team. Figure out how to beat your daddies first, man, before you thumb your nose at my team. We playing as a damn team. That's what we doing out there, bro. A lead guard, like as Chilltown was referring to when he referred to the Knicks. Them tangerine niggas on the other side of the goddamn mat. They got their point guard jacking up all of these shots and doing all of this. We have a unit. We got fill and play guys coming in. Lonnie Walker coming off the bench doing his thing. Davon Sharp came in the third quarter and battled with one of the greatest rebounders of this generation in Andre Drummond. Last night, man, like I'm so proud of this damn team, man. Y'all don't even know, man. Like, listen, I told you, and I told everybody that was willing to listen, and everybody laughed. Everything that I said about how we was gonna win games consistently, night in and night out, is true. We won games. Our bench, yesterday. Our role players. Dorian Finney-Smith, bro, 5 threes, hitting, working on his spot-up shot, man. Getting a lot of open looks. Ben Simmons pushing the pace, playing great defense in the spurts of the game in the fourth quarter. Great lockdown. Cam Thomas playing better defense. Did you see the block that he had, bro? When Kobe White tried to drive to the lane, get that shit up out of there. That's what's going on out here, man. Listen,
defender now. Gotcha, Leaf. You know, Leaf, it's kind of cold, bro. It's actually kind of cold. Because just the other day ago, you was on here crying about how Luka did y'all, and we consoled you, Leaf. We was here for you, Leaf. You was crying about Luka, and we was here for you. I was crying about how Luka did. And now you want to come in the crib screaming at us.
By the way, that game was winnable too, bro. Realistically, bro, like if we closed both of them games out, you looking at a 5-0 team. But that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is, listen, it's a 3-game winning streak. SB don't even want to see me. And I'm gonna see his monkey ass later, man, because he was talking shit on my page, bro. And I'm gonna go find him. And if I gotta go rip YouTube apart to find him, I'm gonna find his ass. So the thing is, listen, we got a great thing going here, man. Obviously, the NBA lined us up with a back-to-back against the goddamn Celtics. It's all good, man. But we go back home for that game. That's gonna be a tough one tonight. I'm gonna do that on the stream. But everything that I said about our team, defense, pace, transition, and our bench, man, it's all the things that I preached in the offseason. I was talking in circles, man. I told you, Chilltown, and I told everybody else about it. And those are the things that's helping us win games and close games consistently, man. We win in tough games down the stretch. We're not out here getting blown out. We're not out here losing big leads or getting down bad in games, man. We out here competing. And that's what I could expect from my team.
So you played Dallas a couple of nights ago. You lost to them in the dogfight. You beat Chicago in a dogfight, right?
Beat Miami in a dogfight.
You beat Miami in a dogfight. Big Ox, can you tell me where you see the Dallas Mavericks this season? What do you think they
are? Playing.
All right.
8 seed, 9 seed.
How about the Bulls? What do you think they are?
Outside looking in, probably 10, 11.
Right.
What you getting at, Chilltown?
So right around that. So
what you getting at, Chilltown?
The point that I'm making is that the teams that you playing, that's probably who you guys are. So like the Bulls, the Dallas Mavericks,
even the Miami Heat.
That's probably who you guys are. I don't think the Miami Heat are a top 5 seed in the East. I don't think they're a top 3 seed in the East. I think that they're right around that 6, 7, 8 team. So I think that the reason why you looking the way you looking is because the teams that you going up against, That's probably who you are. Now, when you see teams when you see the better teams in the East, like the Boston Celtics, like the Milwaukee Bucks, when you see the better teams in the NBA, then we can have a different conversation if you're producing like that. But as of right now, what you're trying to do is you're trying to sell me a ketchup sickle, and I got on white gloves, and I'm not doing that.
I'm a ketchup sickle. All
right,
that's
disgusting, bro. Why would you try to tell me that?
No. Just to let you know, bro. We see the Celtics twice in the next couple of days, and we see the Bucks, bro. That's how the NBA lined us up. They out here putting us through the ringer, bro, like already early. So if that's good enough for you, if within those games, man, if I could come back here and then you can have your better assessment.
We can have a different conversation, sure.
We can have a better assessment of those games, sure. But to get on to the Chet point, Chet I think is playing very amazing. 17-7, 2 blocks. My whole thing about Chet is him being like him and have his frame being a lead rim protector on that team. I worry how long he's gonna hold up, because if they run into these teams with these Europeans who basically got their weight up, man, and he got to basically battle down there with them and battle with the Zions. I seen that Zion game the other night, bro. I don't want Chet anywhere near Zion. I don't want him anywhere near Zion. I swear
why though, Lee?
Because the Zion that I seen in that game, especially early in the season, listen, he is not bullshitting when he go to the basket, and he don't give a damn who in there.
How you gonna learn, though, Big Eye? How you gonna learn, though, Leaf?
Well, he can learn. Well, he can learn that way. But the thing is, what you want to do with your rookies, you got to put some type of safety net around them to protect them. This is one of the reasons why I did not want Wemby to go to the damn Spurs, because they traded Yaki Proto. And the thing is, if you send him to Utah, now you got Walker Kessler dealing with everything in terms of the rim protection and the paint protection, and you have Wemby as the roam defender, and he could get out and run, and we know he could get out and run.
There was no possible way. There was no possible way Wemby could go to Utah.
I disagree. I think the NBA's just lined it up a certain way, bro.
He thinks it's conspiracy anyway.
Okay.
He thinks it's conspiracy.
So what? You don't think the draft lottery is set up?
No, I don't. I do.
You
not.
don't? So
no.
you don't think they set it up for you want to go to the Knicks?
No, I don't.
It's way too much money involved in the NBA for me to act like I don't think there's some strings pulled from time to time. But I don't. He wasn't going to Utah, Leaf. That's all I'm saying.
If that's the case, why didn't he end up in New York? Why doesn't he end up in Los Angeles? If it's really rigged like you say it is, then why isn't he ending up in a bigger market immediately?
But because to me, it's really not about bigger market. It's about the market that they think that he fits in, bro. San Antonio has the French fan base, so they figured, let's send him there, bro. Like he could get along with the fans and everybody fan friendly. The same thing with LeBron James, or LeBron, let's send him to Cleveland, bro. He right at home. The same thing with D Rose. You get what I'm saying?
No,
you don't get what I'm saying. But you know what? I am glad that you two acknowledge, bro, the Warriors what you call it, brother. Everything that I've been saying about the Warriors, man, from day one. Yeah, of course, man. But because everything that I say, it always comes back around, and y'all distinguished gentlemen, y'all say it much better than me, and now it's credible because listen, when Chilltown says, what are you talking about, bro? Steph Curry lives at the free throw line. I knew that. I've been saying it since the beginning. He's out there fishing for calls. I knew that. I've been saying it a year ago. What does this all sound like? This all sound like me. This all sound like shit that I said before.
More people will listen to you. And my mama will let you come back in the crib if you came in and say hello to everybody when you walk in the door. You come in the house, just walk through, open the refrigerators, yelling and shit. My mama said you can't come over no more, Lee.
That's why I left the door open.
You know what? And you're
gonna get us in trouble too. On top of that, because we brought you over here.
Now
we bring you over here.
I didn't get
now
you
we
in trouble. No. I didn't get you in trouble.
Me and Big Ox in trouble. Big Mama screaming on us because we actually got you in here. If you'd have just walked in the door, say hi, Big Mama, how you doing? Came in and sat down and then talked to us, then you could come back. But instead, now me and Big Ox in trouble.
First off, Big Mama was asleep, bro. That's why I came in the house. If she was awoke, I would have said something to her, bro. Like, that's why. So the thing is, that's null and void. The second thing is, y'all two finally stood up like men and preached everything that I've been preaching about the Golden Fake Warriors, bro, from day one. Y'all finally stood on some damn toes. Both of y'all, both 6'3" and 6'8", y'all finally stood on something and said something that I've said since day one. I said it a year ago, bro. They overrated. Steph Curry is a superstar specialist with the ultimate green light. I've been saying it, but nobody acknowledges it. Everybody just wants to be free. Everybody just want to be fat and happy. Everybody just like to see Steph. Yo, he's hitting the threes. Yo, you see the threes that he hitting before game up and warm up and everything. Yo, man, this is beautiful basketball, man. Blue, bro. Like, listen. Look, I've been told y'all about them, bro. Like, and I'm not gonna continue to tell you about. Listen, we got the Celtics tonight. I'm gonna be back up in here, bro. Like, and the next time y'all do the show, because we probably play the Celtics two more times before I see your old ass, and then I'm gonna remind you again how good of a team we are. No matter, listen. All we really got to do is compete. Realistically, we ain't even supposed to win the damn game. But at the same token, by the same token, bro, like, listen, we out there playing to win because we putting the rotations and the pieces out there to contribute. Everybody is contributing. If you watch the Brooklyn Nets, everybody is contributing.
I'm trying to figure out, Ox, what me being old got to do with anything? That's what I want.
Man, I just had to do with anything. See, that's all you heard, bro. That's all you heard, bro.
Well, I heard everything you just said. I'm just trying to figure out what me being old got to do with
man.
anything.
I'm just picking at you. I'll buy your ass a pizza later, bro. Come on, bro. Like, damn, man. Like, you act like
Lee, it's Saturday, bro. I need my pizza, bro.
Hey,
Bobby, I already told your ass I ain't getting you shit. Because you keep talking down about the Nets, and y'all ain't deal with your daddies yet over in Golden State, bro. Like, listen, stop talking down about me, and then maybe we could negotiate some type of food arrangement.
It's all good. I'm not that hungry. The Nets suck, and that's all I got to say about it.
Hey,
how about that?
Hey, Lee, if you take it light, bro. How about that? Huh? Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Oh, man.
Straight after that, yo.
Okay.
That's
Let
great,
me see who we got. Oh, pimp named Slickback. How worried are y'all about Memphis, fellas?
I'm not worried at all. I said this before the season started, and now the fact that Steven Adams is out, I don't think they're on the outside looking in 100%. I don't think they're a playoff team. I don't think that they're they're clearly not a good team now, but from what I've seen, the fact that Marcus Smart and Desmond Bane aren't really that good together, and they still trying to figure it out. So no dirty work guys, 27-8 out the lineup. No, I'm not worried about them because I didn't have high expectations for them anyway. So I'm not worried.
Yeah. This is destruction. It's bad. It's bad. That's all I can say. It's bad in Memphis. Hopefully it's just a quick, year slump. It happens. We even saw the Warriors in 2019 go. That was 19. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 19. Go through those injuries and whatnot. They went to the bottom and they bounced back. So Memphis will get it back together. It just takes time. Toast the Goat has some news for us, Chilltown. Y'all capped. Laugh my ass off. Steph gets the least free throws out of any superstar in maybe NBA history. It's crazy how wrong y'all is.
The least amount? I think Steph Curry, I think he averaged for his career. I think Dame averaged 6 free throws a game for his career. I think Steph averages 4. I think he had a 5-6 year stretch. I think he went to the free throw line 5 or 6 times a game. I think Damian Lillard went to the free throw line on average for his career, like maybe 1 or 2 free throws more. So with that being said, like we're talking like 1 or 2 free throws off, as opposed to guys like James Harden or guys. It's not like Steph doesn't go to the free throw line. He goes to the strike plenty. Now your point, what you're trying to tell us is that Steph doesn't go to the free throw line. Yes, he does. Dame goes to the free throw line. Steph goes to the free throw line the least. I mean, even if that's true, how much and how effective is he going to the free throw line? He gets calls. It's not like he doesn't go to the strike. He goes to the strike. So, and by the way, Big Ox, the rules have changed over the last couple of years, where if you notice, You don't see guys going to the free throw line like 11 times a game like James Harden used to do. So the game has gotten a little bit more physical and the whistle hasn't blown as much. So you don't see James Harden going to the free throw line 11 times a game like he did, which is why his game suffered because of that, right? You don't see that going on from these guys as much. So
let me see. We got DN41. Nuggets total level above us. I get roasted by Mavs Twitter for wanting 6'9" Kyle Anderson, but I think a Kyrie and Maxey for Cat and Kyle trade fits us better. Okay, so you want Kyrie and Maxey Kleber for Karl Anthony Towns and Kyle Anderson.
in Minnesota?
Minnesota, yeah.
So you don't really like Luka with Kyrie. You'd rather have Luka with Cat and Kyle Anderson. You'd much rather have that.
Okay. I mean, it's not bad. Not bad.
Stop saying that I don't watch the Warriors. I watch plenty of basketball. So knock it off, guys. Cut the nonsense. I watch plenty of basketball, and I watch the Warriors. And I watch you dudes fishing for calls. I watch you dudes moving screens. I watch all of this stuff from you guys. I'm tired of hearing that from you that you do that I don't watch basketball. I watch plenty of basketball. Enough of this already. Give me a break, man. Damn.
DSG Piccolo. Y'all think Scoot should come off the bench once Simons comes back? I don't know if we can bring Shed in off the bench still. His block last night was clutch to force overtime.
I wouldn't mind Scoot coming off the bench, maybe sitting back and watching a little bit more and learning the game, because you know they pushed him into the deep end, right? They pushed him into the deep end, and he's basically flailing. He's flailing right now. He doesn't really know what he's doing. He doesn't really know what spots to get to. The offense doesn't really seem to be. He doesn't really, in the words of my man Big Ox, comprehending the offense. He doesn't really see. It doesn't really seem like he knows what he's doing. So, I wouldn't mind Scoot coming off the bench and learning a little bit more. That wouldn't mind me. That wouldn't bother me at all.
I'm fine with him starting and playing heavy minutes. Like
I'm cool with that too. I'm cool with that too, Ox. I am.
They're not going to win nothing anyway up here in Portland. In Portland, everybody I talk to up here, we're all pretty much of the same mind that the Trailblazers are not going to win a lot of basketball games. I think they should let them play. You know, you got all these scout guys. You got all these guys. You got all these guys whose job it is to work with the young players. I'm like, let them play, and then let him play, and then get in the film room, talk to him, show him what he's doing right, show him what he's doing wrong, get back on the court and practice and whatnot, go over situational things, let him learn on the fly. I don't think he could do any detriment as long as he's not one of those guys that's going to beat himself up for being a rookie and not, you know what I'm saying, he's not playing like a 10-year vet. He's a rookie. As long as he's okay with that, and and he can work through it, I don't see any problem with it. You drafted him number 3 already. You know what I'm saying?
Number 3 overall, correct.
Let's see. Rambo 1996. Steph has only attempted 9 free throws in the fourth this season. Chill cat.
He's attempted 9 free throws in the fourth quarter this season. Okay. What's the point? What's your point? He still is averaging 5 free throws a game, 6 free throws a game. He's still averaging something like that. So that doesn't mean that he doesn't live at the line. He does go to the free throw line. You dudes come in here with the nonsense about how everybody is against the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry gets to the free throw line. And there's a reason why he goes 50, 40, 90. And it's not because he's shooting 1 or 2 free throws a game. He gets to the free throw line plenty. And he shoots the long ball a lot. So it's not like he's playing downhill. Now I will say this. Last night, he did get to the cup once where he ended up getting banged up, and it should have been an and-1, where Chet was standing in the middle. Chet was standing in the middle of the lane, and Chet went up and he got hit with the body. That should have been a foul, 100%. That definitely should have been a foul, and he should have gotten to the free throw line on that one. But if you figure the game is a little bit more physical now. So the refs ain't blowing the whistle like they did in the past. So Steph ain't getting to the line as much as he used to.
4 free throws isn't living at the line. Come on. That's
Nobody
from Dale.
No, he's not living. That's 1 free throw a quarter.
Okay, let's get back to the live. Let's see who we got in here. Let me go. Context.
What up?
More. What's going on, fellas?
What up?
Yo.
Y'all there?
Yo, what's the word? Yo, what's
What
going
up?
on? Y'all can hear me?
What
I'm
up?
valid?
Yo.
You hot? You hot?
Salute, fellas. What's going on? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like a Leaf. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have some respect. You know, as always, Brooklyn love. Salute, Chill. Salute, Ox. What's going
What
on?
up?
Happy you guys are, active. You know, we in the season, regular season. Salute to Ma.
Yep.
Chill, man. I'm not gonna front. Just the last season, and I'm not gonna do the Leaf thing. I'm not gonna throw I told you so's, nothing in that nature. I see that you're paying attention to Indiana, and I see that we have similar outlooks in Tyrese Halliburton. Now, was I off in the floor of Steve Nash in terms of play style? In terms of play style,
you still off. We ain't there yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we ain't there yet.
Okay, fair point. And then also the Obi Toppin thing, I want to double down on that. I think again he's going to give him that Shaun Marion effect, where it elevates Shaun Marion's skill set, his athleticism. I think is going to bolster that team. I think Benedict Mathurin can be a shot creator and act like a sharpshooter. I love Nemhard. I think Indiana is going to be a tough out. I think they're going to make the playoffs. Another thing, I think Orlando is scary, Chill. Holy smokes. I know that they're going through their struggles. I know they're going through their grunts and they're going through their bumps. But Paolo, especially that last game, when he sealed the game, I think to me, his skill set reminds me a combination of Lamar Odom and Carmelo Anthony. Lamar Odom with the ball handling and the facilitation. I think he's going to be probably a step below Lamar Odom in the passing. I think Lamar Odom was a very slept-on passer and facilitator. But I think in terms of scoring potential, I think he has the mellow. I think he just has to work on his jump shot. He shoots it a little bit flat, like a Sor Thompson. They both shoot their jump shots a little bit flat, but I feel like once they get some arc on it, it's going to be amazing. I disagree with Mass. Slow down, my boy. I know watching Steph, it's amazing. It's great to see. You have to slow down. If Steph is going to play the 2 guard, don't get me wrong, he can play like that. I'll give him, if he's going to play the 2 guard for the rest of his career, I'll give him at this elite level, I'll give him 3 more years, but it's going to wear down the team. It's going to wear down in the playoffs because what happens is if Steph has to become don't get me wrong, he's cool with being the offensive load. However, in the playoffs, if they go against a team that's able to stop his shooting, what happens? Now, Clay, you have to go into shot creation mode. Chris Paul, you're doing it now? You have good lift right now, but are you going to have those in the playoff time? So that's what Kuminga, are you going to be able to step up? Moody, are you going to be able to step up? Steph is going to carry the load, and I'm cool with him. He could do it for 3 years. I'm just worried about in the playoffs. Is he going to fume out because of the regular season, having to carry the load and having to do that?
Good points. What up, Mark? What you got, bro?
I just wanted to talk about Chet and Shaun Bradley real quick.
Let's talk about Chet and Shaun Bradley. Let's do that. Let's
the way you talk about the Chet and Shaun Bradley comparison, that's like if I said Thomas Robinson would be LeBron if he could dribble better and he had better basketball IQ and was more.
That is not the same comparison.
Close to the same.
That is
basically,
not even close
with Chet and Shaun Bradley, you said, oh yeah, Chet Shaun Bradley, but
with a better handle in a jump shot. With a better handle in a jump shot. Yep,
better jump
that's
shot,
what I said.
better perimeter defender. Better at attack.
No. I didn't say all of that. What I said was he's Shaun Bradley with a better jump shot and a handle. That's what I said.
But that's completely different, though. That
What's the
changes
difference?
his entire play style because he can shoot.
That's the point. So if you can imagine, if you can imagine Shaun Bradley with Chet's handle, if you can imagine Shaun Bradley being able to knock down the mid range like Chet does,
7'6" Shaun Bradley knocking down the 3 ball at 50%.
Imagine that.
No.
And rim protecting like Shaun Bradley does, and paint presence like Shaun Bradley does. Because what you don't remember about Shaun Bradley, because I remember it, Shaun Bradley was a great transition player. Shaun Bradley got up and down the floor at 7'6" with the best of them. Yes, he did. Shaun Bradley was one of the best rim protectors in the game, which is what Chet reminds me of. But the skill set is just far more advanced.
I think Chet's better on defense too, though. He's better at staying vertical, not fouling when he's contesting shots, altering shots, coming over from the weak side. He's more versatile on the perimeter, being lighter. He's quicker on his feet. I just feel like Chet's like all around much better. So that like Chet's more. My comparison would be like Porzingis. I think Chet could be like Porzingis on offense, and then.
I think he's better than Porzingis offensively.
You think what?
I think he's better than Porzingis offensively.
I don't know if he's better than Porzingis offensively.
Right now?
To be honest.
No, Joe, not right now.
I think he could be better than Porzingis offensively.
Oh, he could be. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's a possibility. But I think Porzingis is already like even coming out as a rookie. I think Porzingis was already clearing him offensively.
No, I'm not going to go that far. No, Porzingis was not as nice with the peel as he was. Porzingis didn't have that package in the mid range of shot fakes and getting to the basket and spin moves like Chet has. He did not have that when he showed up.
Now he does though.
Now he does. He did not have that early. No, he didn't.
And Chet's like Porzingis is good off the catch and shoot, but Chet's like off.
Yeah, off the dribble work is different. Yeah.
Like Chet's basketball IQ, even playing like less.
No. I think Chet is way more fluid. I can see that. I definitely agree. Coming out, he's way more fluid than Porzingis. That's fair.
Yep. Yep. All right, fellas, we got to keep it moving. Though, appreciate y'all pulling up. Y'all check us on Wednesday.
Yo, chill.
Yes, sir.
Chill. We gonna chop it up, yo. Ox, you already know the vibes, man. Light the beam, man. Get Sasha some more minutes, man. Get Sasha some more minutes.
Yo, be safe. The King suck.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me see. Let's get through it. Let's go. We got what's up, Cowboy?
How y'all doing, man? How you doing?
Chilling. We got Breezy too. What's up, y'all?
What up?
Chilling, man. What's good?
Cowboy, I'm gonna get right to it.
I want to know what you think about Mitchell.
I think Mitchell on the backboard, he's been looking really good. Defensively, he's been looking really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm still on record saying I'd much rather would have had Mark Williams. I think that with Tibbs and Mark Williams, I think he would have been much better. I think he'd be much more of an offensive push for you guys. But defensively, I think he's better. But I like what Mitchell Robinson is doing: rim protecting, rebounding, speeding the game up for you dudes, being a presence in the paint, and that's really helping you dudes out. That's helping out Julius Randle more than anything defensively, because when he gets beat on the perimeter, not just when he gets beat on the perimeter, when he gets roughed up on the box, having to deal with dudes like Giannis. I mean, damn, how much can I do? Right? How much can I'm not going to be able to stop this dude. Let's be clear about that. It's like being on the offensive line and you got LT in front of you. I can't hold this dude all day. Yeah. I can't. I mean, I can slow him down for a second or two.
One or two stops, but then he's gonna go for 50 sometimes.
Right. I can't slow him down. I ain't gonna be able to hold this dude all day. So I'm gonna need your help with that. But I like what Robinson brings to your crew. I just don't like the fact that I'm not a fan of what not just him. I'm not a fan of what Brunson is doing, man. He don't pass for me, yo.
See, this is what I was gonna say about Mitchell, and you just took it right out of my mouth. Real quick, thing about Mitchell is an old school type of center. Like I look at him like Ben Wallace 2.0. Not that great defensively, but he reminds me of him with the rebounding. Not as good as offensively. Problem is in this league, the league's guards are like the point guards are scoring guards. Everyone is trying to be the next scoring guard as opposed to being a facilitator. There are very few of them. Even De'Aaron Fox, as good as he is, he can at least facilitate and score. There's very few of those guards like that. Even Halliburton. Halliburton is more of a facilitator than he is a scorer. But to find a good balance, that's the problem that the Knicks has always had, and that's the big problem because think about it. All the dirty work that he's doing down low, you don't think we can set him up with some pick and rolls? We can set him up with some lobs. Brunson doesn't know how to facilitate. But then when Randall's doing it, even though Randall's game has been off, people are still hating on him. Cool. But let's look at what he's also been doing. He's also been rebounding. And what Mitchell has also been doing is deflecting passes in the lane. As big as he is, he's getting down low, blocking passes. He did 3 minutes against Atlanta, I think. So the way he's been playing and the way our guys are playing, I honestly think that it's not this. I think it's the front office messing with the players' heads because you draft a guy like Brunson, who's offensive minded, like Randall is, and then expect him to facilitate, and it's not going to work. So I think that's where they're really having a problem when you see Brunson and Randall.
Yo,
Randall
Cowboy, we can't hardly hear you, bro.
Yeah, your audio going in and out.
fault. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now you hot. Now you hot.
Okay, but no, all I was saying was that they got two similar guys in offensive first in Randall and in Brunson. So for me, that's the problem. There's no facilitation. We've never had a facilitating point guard, I think, since I don't think we ever did. Jeremy Lin only lasted like 2-3 weeks.
Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson,
Derek Harper.
But these are guys that were playing with Ewing when Ewing was on the back end of his career. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, we haven't gotten a guy where in the prime like now where Brunson and Randall is to where they can feed off of each other. That's
Shelton was a distributor too, but not to the extent of his other guys, right?
I just think Randall is in his own thing. Like, I'm an older dude, I'm the leader because I'm the 2-time All-Star. Like, you know how the old school mentality is. That it's about me. And Brunson's like, nah, dog, it's about the team. So I think that's where they're really starting to clash because they don't know who's one alpha and who's, you know what I'm saying, who's supposed to be 1A and 1B.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead, dog. I didn't want to take up too much. Come on, Breezy.
Oh, shout to Chilltown Hoop, shout to Big Ox. Shout to all of the Matadors, and I'm saying that handle the Bulls. But I heard y'all talking spicy about the tough. We supposed to handle them, and we got to handle Milwaukee and Boston. And I really feel like we could beat them. And shout to Brian Townsend, but it only could be one team that run the city. Now I'm saying that's the Brooklyn Nets. You see how we represent it. Now I mean. So listen, y'all by reputation. Now I'm saying we doing what's now. And again, we won't get into the specifics, but let's get into the stats. 32-8 when it come down to assist to turnover ratio last night. Again, we don't have a dominant scorer, and us having a superstar ain't the name of the game. You see Jacques Vaughn in 4 out of 5 situations we had clutch games. We 2-2. For us as a new group to be having clutch games this early in the season, I got big confidence that we're going to have this experience and take it going forward against the tougher teams in the East, like the 76ers, the Bucks, and the Celtics. Now, as far as Ben Simmons is concerned, I see him in front of Drew Holiday, slowing him up, stagnating some of that perimeter offense. I see Porzingis having to play defense on the DFS. He got to guard up. This ain't Nick Claxton where you could just leave him on an island or by the key. Nah, you got to guard up. DFS was whooping ass, for lack of better words. When in the shot down had dropped 21, they couldn't do nothing with him. And I told your boy SB that was the X factor in the matchup. He had me leaf over there, thought he was going to cook some. We wound up cooking. Case in point is DFS gave him that work. Now, that being said, I want to focus on the fact that this is why I said to Chilltown in the offseason. If Jacques Vaughn is a successful coach, he runs a 9-10-man rotation. He running a strong 9-man rotation, and he'll play the 10th player, but a strong 9-man rotation. So nobody's getting burnt out, and we actually have a chance on a back-to-back situation because our key players or main players didn't play 47 out of 48 minutes on a back-to-back situation. So I'm confident going into these next games, and not to be long-winded because I know the odds is against the Brooklyn Nets going into these next few games. But what I want to say is because Jacques Vaughn was able to win without Cam Thomas being the dominant scorer, having a bad shooting night with 4 for 19, we still won that game. Having not so much of a good night with 17, and we still won that game. It shows that him scoring the ball is based on the 32 assists that we got and 8 turnovers. And also since 1985, I know Chill a stat guy, I love stats. And since 1985 to 1986, we haven't had 5 games consistent of having 25 assists or more and 20 plus points with transition points. So all of that pushing a pace about Ben Simmons, if he could do that in the offseason, he's doing it. Royce O'Neal threw him a pass, he dunked the ball like you know what I mean, his former self, you know what I'm saying? So he's athletically where he once was, and I'm big confident going into tonight's game.
All right,
so 6 games. So 6 games. You guys are running the city right now. 6 games. You still got 75 plus to go. I got to see. This is why Brooklyn. This is why the Knicks and Brooklyn never like each other. It's like the little brother at the barbecue that get that nice shot on you. You don't see, but all you talk about is you saw that fadeaway. I was like, Jordan, I'm the number 1 dude. You saw that? I can go to.
Hey, that's just how it works sometimes, B. That's how it works sometimes.
Oh, and I know why.
We gotta keep it going though, fam.
All right, y'all.
I know why you don't like Steph.
I gotta move on, B.
No, you don't like Steph because of what he did with Fox by signing him. That's what it is. That's what makes you mad.
Wait, who?
You're like, hey,
Aaron Fox
I don't like
with
Steph, but now
Steph
you got my dog that's supposed to be better than him, that I can say is better than him, but now he's under his arm. So now you like, damn, I can't even hate on Steph and be like, yo, Fox could be better than Steph because he's being mentored by Steph.
Why can't I say that? Just because he signed him?
Yep. And the workouts and all of that.
I beg to differ. I think Steph is doing Fox a service and it's actually going to hurt the rest of the league. But see, a lot of people is too short-sighted to realize what's going on. You know, it's all good. But
Bobby, thank you, and that's why we love you guys. Have a good one. Go New York, go New York, go.
Yep. All right, brother. All right.
Yeah. Let's see. We did pull up stacks. A lot of people clicked on the link, but we only got time for who the link was meant for because we have reached that time. I know y'all see Ron in the chat. He's also sending all types of text messages letting us know that the higher ups are a little disgruntled right now.
But getting a call from the suit. We got to wrap this up. So
what's
definitely.
up, Stacks? What you got, bro?
What up?
I know you ain't waste my time sending that link out.
Nah, y'all hear me? What up?
What up?
I can hear you.
Yo, Ox, why you hate on Brunson so much, bro? Like he hit one of your girls or something, bro?
Oh shit! If he
What
did,
that got to do with anything? What that got to do with anything?
Hey, brother, if he did, I don't know about it. But
it's like every time his name come up, you just get mad, bro.
Let's just say for the sake of argument, he did. So what that got to do with his game?
Some dudes is sensitive like that. Chill, like you gotta talk to your man.
You sensitive like that? You up here talking about why you hating on Jet?
Yo, bro, every time his name come up, you get mad, bro.
Did he pass you a chick or something?
First of all,
nah, bro. I'm a diehard basketball fan, bro. I don't think people hate on people, bro.
Let's keep it 100. You a Knicks guy?
Nah, I'm a diehard basketball fan before a Knicks fan, bro. I'm a diehard basketball fan before a Knicks.
Because I'm listening to your voice, you definitely either a Harlem or Brooklyn dude.
I'm from the Bronx.
Okay, so you a boogie down dude. Okay,
yeah,
so with that being said, it's not hating. Yo, the dude don't pass. Let's keep it 100.
Yo, chill. Fox, Luka, all of them average more shots than Brunson, bro. What are y'all talking about?
More shots? Is that what you?
Yes. Look at the stats right now. He only shooting 20 shots a game, and he shot 31 yesterday. So it went up.
Who's better, Stacks? Jalen Brunson or Luka Doncic? Who's better?
Luka is better, of course.
Okay. And why? And why?
Who's better, Jalen Brunson or De'Aaron Fox?
Bro, I'm not gonna say Fox is better than Brunson, bro.
I am.
Fox is not better than Brunson, bro.
I am. Yes, he is.
How, bro? How? All right, tell me how. Tell me how. Tell me how, please. Tell me how. Tell me how.
You tell us how.
Because y'all would say Donovan Mitchell better than Brunson too. Y'all would say the same thing. When he bust his ass last year, bro.
Oh, so we going up a series in the playoffs.
Fuck season, bro. I'm talking about playoff Brunson. I ain't talking about playoff Brunson, bro.
Did we not have this conversation, Big Ox?
I'm talking about playoff Brunson.
So a 5-game sample size. This dude.
Chill. He did it with the Mavericks too. Chill. That's when I said, yo, he's the real deal when he did it with Doncic.
Even though Donovan Mitchell was averaging like 30 a game against him. He wasn't shooting great, but he's averaging like 30 a game.
All right,
yo, but chill, you keep saying that from last year, but he did that on Dallas too, chill.
You keep saying you the one brought up the playoffs last year. That was you.
I know you saying that he didn't do it before, but he did it in Dallas too.
And so did Donovan Mitchell. You wasn't like Donovan Mitchell was garbage in that series.
I'm not talking, but you saying Brunson is not on that level. How, bro? When he keep doing it?
You keep saying he's on that level. He's not. He's just
how? Tell me. You're not giving me a reason why. Give me how. Tell me how, bro.
Okay, so Donovan Mitchell, you just going off the playoffs. I'm going off what Donovan Mitchell's done.
No. I'm going off season two, bro. Y'all keep talking about how is great. Y'all don't watch the Knicks, bro. I watch the Knicks every game, bro.
This is the New Yorker in totality. This is who the New Yorker is.
Because y'all talk like y'all watch the Knicks. Y'all don't, bro.
I do watch the Knicks, and I watch.
Chill. You just said we play a lot of 2-3 zone the other day before we play the Celtics, bro. When did we play a lot? Tell me the games we played a lot of 2-3 zone, chill. Please.
Stop right there. Ho. When did you ever hear me say that they play 2-3 zones?
The game before we played the Celtics this season. You said the Knicks play a lot of 2-3 zones.
I did not say
chill.
that.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clip it, chill.
No,
I'm gonna go ahead and clip it, chill.
I said that they play. I said they play 2-3 zones.
Yes, chill. You said that, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna reason to lie, bro.
Yes, you are lying because we talk about a dude in Donovan Mitchell who had a career year last year. He averaged 28 a game.
Brunson did too.
Okay, that wasn't 20. It wasn't 28.
He averaged 28 in the playoffs.
Who averaged 28 in the playoffs?
Brunson.
He averaged 28 in the playoffs
Against the teams you say he's the best defensive teams too, right? Cleveland and Miami. 28 on their fucking head.
Hold on a second. I gotta mute Stacks for a second. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Relax, bro. Relax. You New York niggas keep coming in the house yelling.
I'm not mad, bro. I just talk loud.
I don't care. I don't care if you're mad or not. I don't care if you're mad or not.
I just talk loud, bro.
Let's get to some points. Let's get to some facts. Let's talk some hoop.
Chill said.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Relax.
Right.
You said Stacks. You said Brunson is better than all these players. Now,
I'm not saying he's better than no, he's not.
Bro, relax. Let me finish. I need you when I unclick this mute button, Stacks. I need you to explain to us, please, how Jalen Brunson is better than Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox, all these guys. I need you to also explain to us how are we hating on Jalen Brunson by saying that the brother shoots a lot. Now, go ahead, my guy. You got it.
I'm not saying Brunson better than them, bro. I'm just saying y'all keep knocking him way down like he's not on that level, bro. But he busts their ass every time, bro. I'm not capping for Brunson, but I'm a basketball diehard fan, bro. I was just arguing with my cousin about this shit, but I'm like, yo, I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna say he's not as good as Mitchell because I seen him bust his ass in Dallas and when he came to the Knicks, bro. I cannot say he's not on that. I'm not gonna say he's better, but I cannot say he's not on that level with them, bro. And Fox too, bro. Fox is my guy. That's my guy right there, bro. But I'm not gonna say Brunson cannot do what he does, bro, because Brunson does the same shit, bro. In our offense, we have the worst offense in the league, bro. We have the worst offense. He's playing with Fox is playing with Sabonis, a high-ass IQ player, bro. He's playing with Julius Randle, the lowest IQ all-star I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like, come on, bro. I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. And he's got Tom Thibodeau, the worst offensive coach in the league, y'all. Come on, man. It's the only reason I'm going hard like this because he got some. He has Mitchell Robinson in the paint who just sits in the paint like. He's playing 4 and 5 on offense a lot too, man. I gotta give him that benefit of the doubt sometimes. I can't just disrespect the guy like that, man.
No, we're not doing that. But here's
go in the context for everything.
Right, we are going into context, and as a big man, I do look for you to get me the basketball in spaces that I need the basketball. You can't just come down the lane and just keep jacking up shots. How you expect me to rebound? How you expect me to rim protect if you don't involve me?
I think he should pass it to Mitchell Robinson as well too. But bro, it's our offense, bro. This offense is terrible, man.
Why you keep saying your offense is terrible? Your point guard shot the ball 30 times yesterday.
Chill, we run a read and react system.
You keep saying everybody does that.
We don't have the team for that. We don't have the team for that.
Everybody does. Everybody.
We don't have the team for that.
You don't have the team for that. You got one of the best scoring forwards in the game.
Y'all keep overrating this guy, man. I don't know why y'all keep overrating this guy for.
Yo, these New York dudes make me sick, yo. Because that's why they make me sick. I'm from Jersey, big guy. This is what's happening right now. These New York dudes make me sick with this stuff, yo. And the reason why they make me sick is because they think they invented basketball. The New York Knicks have a guy in Julius Randle who shoots the basketball in the mid-range. I can't appreciate when he's shooting the basketball at the long ball line setting up. That ain't his game. When you get him the ball and he's standing in front of a dude just jacking up three. No, that's not his game. No. But that's Brunson who needs to get him more in space and get him more involved in the offense.
Is that Brunson or the coach, Chill? Is that our system or the Brunson?
Just like he doesn't do it with RJ Barrett. Just like he's coming downhill. I'm not RJ Barrett. Brunson is coming downhill with his head down and he's just going. And he's not looking for anybody. 4 assists last night. 4 of them. This dude does not pass, and has nothing
30 shots and 4 assists.
And it has nothing to do with your offense. As a point guard, as a distributor, my job is to get other people involved, and then my offense comes. That's the way a point guard works.
First of all, like I told you, we playing 4 on 5 on offense.
No, you're not.
No, you are not. Can't do nothing. No, yes, we are. You don't watch. If you watch the game, you would clearly see that.
Yes,
if you watch the game, you would clearly see that the center on the other team just sits in the paint and waits for whoever drives by. If you watch the game,
you know why? Because they know that Jalen Brunson ain't gonna get him the basketball. So why should I even? He's with us because I know they ain't passing you the ball. Not because you can't score around the bucket, because he's not gonna pass you the ball around the bucket. I bet you what? I bet you this though. I bet you if you got another point guard on that team who was actually a distributor like Mike Conley, I bet you he'd get him involved. I bet you that.
Oh my God.
I bet you that. I bet you Mike Conley would get him involved in all.
Brunson could do it too, but that's not his job. That's not his job, Chill.
Well, see, so what's his job?
He's playing. He's was Derrick Rose doing that when Tom Thibodeau? That's how Tom Thibodeau coaches. He wants his point guards to score. He don't care if you create. He wants his point guards to. He wants his point guards to score, bro. He don't give his point guards get us. He wants them to score. That's Tom Thibodeau's system. It's a read and react system.
And if I'm not mistaken,
and Julius Randle, he has him in a read and react system, and that's not Julius Randle's game. I don't know how you could blame Brunson when they call a pick and roll and Julius Randle don't roll to the basket. He pops back out. How's that Brunson's fault?
That's a good point right there, Stan.
How was that Brunson's fault?
I'll be like, yo, Julius Randle does refuse to roll to the basket.
Yes,
he don't roll. He don't post up or nothing, man.
But what kind of offense and what kind of four-man do we have today? We have a stretch four today. We got a pick and pop four today, which is what Julius Randle is. And Brunson would involve him more in the offense if he knew that.
Chill. How can you say Brunson? He gets him the ball. What are you talking about? He gives him the ball with 10. Wants him to give him the ball. He wants the ball on the top of the high post. That's why Brandon wants the ball on the high post. He don't want it on the low post.
He shot 20 shots.
All right, look, Stats, like we talked about it earlier, and that's a point. Julius Randle doesn't like to roll to the rim, but Jalen Brunson ain't doing shit, bro. People on the team, people on this team is scared of Julius Randle. The coach is scared of Julius Randle. The coach doesn't hold him accountable. He doesn't hold him accountable, man. Not one time since he.
So let me make sure I'm understanding this. So if we got a guy in Tom Thibodeau who coached Carlos Boozer, he coached.
Chill. I understand what you're about to say. Chill. I understand that. Chill. I understand that. Chill.
That's what I'm understanding. That's what you're trying to sell me right now. He coached Kevin Garnett. He coached Carlos Boozer, Bruisers, but he coached Jimmy Butler. But he's afraid of Julius Randle. I'm straight. I'm good.
Jimmy Butler. They all call him soft. What are you talking about, man?
Jimmy Butler never. I never heard Jimmy Butler say Tibbs was soft.
All right, Stacks, appreciate you pulling up, bro. Thanks for bringing the ruckus, man. Thanks for not making me watch that one, dog.
That is not true. I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I think we got one more super chat from Tori Wallace. Austin Reeves get more calls than 30. Stop the cap.
Austin Reeves get more calls than Steph Curry. How about that? Damn. That don't sound good. I don't know if I love that, but all right.
Yeah, well, all right. Thanks, y'all, for pulling up. It was another great episode of Chill with Chill this beautiful Saturday. Y'all get outside, man. Enjoy the day. Get some cardio in, some
yes,
fresh
sir.
air. Y'all take care of yourself. Chill town.
Call your mother. Put on a suit. Drink some water. Don't drink and drive.
Never
take it light. Take it.
Oh shit! What's the wrong button? There we go. Okay.
Now we good.